Hey there, crypto enthusiasts. Welcome back to Crypto Quick Bites, where we simplify the complex world of crypto. Today, we're unraveling the mysteries of proof of work, the original consensus mechanism that's been powering the titans of the crypto universe since the birth of Bitcoin. Proof of work is more than just a buzzword, it's the backbone of many cryptocurrencies, yet its concept often leaves people scratching their heads. But worry not. We're here to make it as clear as crystal. Now let's focus our lens on proof of work, the rock star of consensus mechanisms. Let's shed light on why proof of work is still a reigning champion in the crypto community. Before we dive into the proof of work specifics, let's set the stage. What's a consensus mechanism and why is it crucial in the blockchain orchestra? Well, think of a traditional database as a one-man band. In this scenario, all the decisions are made by one entity, whether it's a company, a group, or an individual. Now let's contrast that with a blockchain. Instead of a one-man show, imagine a symphony orchestra where every player has a part to play. In such a setup, it's crucial for all the players to be in sync or the music will be off. That's where consensus mechanisms come into play. They ensure that all the players in the blockchain orchestra are reading from the same musical sheet, creating a harmonious and synchronized performance. In essence, consensus mechanisms ensure every player reads from the same musical sheet, maintaining harmony in the decentralized world. Now let's zoom into proof of work, the rock star of consensus mechanisms. It's the unsung hero of the crypto world that has been strumming its tune since the inception of Bitcoin, back in 2009. But what makes it such a crowd favorite? Think of proof of work as the bouncer at the door of the crypto club. It's the one checking IDs, making sure that everyone who enters has the right to be there. In the world of blockchain, this means preventing fraudulent transactions, or what we call the notorious double spending problem. So how does it do this? Well, imagine you're in a race, not just any race, but a race where you have to solve a complex mathematical puzzle. You're competing against countless others, and the first one to solve the puzzle gets the prize. This race is essentially what happens every time a block of transactions needs to be added to the blockchain. But there's a catch. This race isn't free. It requires a significant amount of computational power, time, and energy. This is where the term mining comes from. Miners are the participants in this race, and they're essentially digging for the solution to the puzzle. And just like in a real mine, the one who strikes gold first gets the reward. In this case, the reward is a certain amount of cryptocurrency. However, it's not just about the reward. The work that the miners do in solving these puzzles is what validates and secures the transactions on the blockchain. It's their proof of work that keeps the system fair, transparent, and safe from fraud. So in essence, proof of work is the superhero tackling the notorious double spending problem. It's the unsung hero that keeps the crypto world secure and fair. It might not be perfect, but it's a crucial part of what makes blockchain technology so revolutionary. Envision a blockchain as interconnected blocks, each holding transaction records. This is where our unsung heroes, the miners, come into play. They're like the diligent librarians of the blockchain world, meticulously verifying the authenticity of each transaction. But it's not just about checking if all the IIs are dotted and Ts are crossed. It's an intense race, a competition, to add new blocks to the blockchain. Imagine a marathon where runners are not just required to reach the finish line first, but also solve complex mathematical puzzles along the way. That's what mining is like in the proof of work system. It's a rigorous test of computational power and speed. Miners use advanced hardware to solve these puzzles, akin to cracking a super secure password. The first miner to solve the puzzle gets to add a new block to the blockchain. But why would anyone spend so much time and energy doing this? Well, the answer is simple: rewards. Miners are incentivized with cryptocurrency for their hard work in validating and securing transactions. It's like striking gold, but in the digital world. However, it's not all rosy. The mining process consumes a significant amount of energy. Imagine powering a small country. That's the kind of energy we're talking about here. It's a necessary evil, a price to pay for maintaining a secure and decentralized network. This energy-intensive process also serves another purpose. It makes it extremely costly and impractical for any malicious player to alter past transactions. The computational power required to rewrite the blockchain would be astronomical, making the network secure against attacks. So there you have it. The mining process in proof of work is a decentralized dance-off. with miners solving complex puzzles to validate transactions. They're the guardians of the blockchain, ensuring that each transaction is valid and the network remains secure. It's a tough job, but someone's got to do it. After all, every superhero needs a challenge, right? The proof of work party, however, comes with a cost-energy consumption. In the world of consensus mechanisms, proof of work is undoubtedly a rock star, but even rock stars have their critics, and proof of work is no exception. The criticisms leveled against proof of work are largely centered around its environmental impact, scalability issues, and high transaction fees. Let's start with the environmental concerns. The proof of work mechanism requires miners to solve complex puzzles, a process that is both computationally intensive and energy consuming. In fact, the energy used to mine Bitcoin, the poster child of proof of work, has been compared to the energy consumption of entire countries. Some critics argue that this level of energy use is unsustainable, particularly in a world increasingly conscious of its carbon footprint. Next, we have scalability issues. The proof of work mechanism can only process a limited number of transactions per second. This limitation can lead to delays when the network becomes congested and high transaction fees as users compete to have their transactions included in the next block. Critics argue that these scalability issues limit the potential of proof of work blockchains to serve as a global payment system. Finally, let's talk about transaction fees. In a proof of work system, users have to pay a fee to have their transaction included in the blockchain. This fee is used to incentivize miners to include the transaction in the next block. However, when the network is congested, these fees can skyrocket, making small transactions economically unfeasible. Critics argue that this creates a barrier to entry and limits the inclusivity of the system. So there you have it. Proof of work, while revolutionary and robust, has its fair share of criticisms. But as we move forward in the ever-evolving world of blockchain technology, it's important to remember that no system is perfect. Each has its strengths and weaknesses, and proof of work is no exception. But remember, even superheroes have their kryptonite. Now let's focus on the bright side. Why does proof of work still shine in the crypto world? Proof of work is like the steadfast lighthouse in the stormy sea of cyber threats. Its security features are second to none. By making it computationally expensive to validate transactions, it deters malicious activities. To successfully attack the network, you'd have to outspend all the honest miners, which is financially impractical for most. More than just a security sentinel, proof of work is the great harmonizer of the blockchain network. It ensures that every participant or node is singing the same tune. When a new block is added to the chain, it requires the consensus of the majority. This democratic process ensures that no single entity can control the narrative. This level of transparency and fairness is a cornerstone of the decentralized ethos. Proof of work ensures everyone is on the same page. Adding a new block requires agreement from other nodes, creating a beautiful harmony. And there you have it, crypto enthusiasts, proof of work. The engine driving the blockchain train. This rockstar consensus mechanism powering giants like Bitcoin, Litecoin, Monero, and Bitcoin Cash has proven its robustness and security over the years. Despite its critics and the challenges it faces, proof of work continues to play an integral role in the symphony of the decentralized world. Its ability to ensure that all players are reading from the same musical sheet, creating a harmonious and secure blockchain network, is truly remarkable. It's like the superhero that keeps the blockchain city safe, ensuring that every transaction is validated and every new block is agreed upon. So whether you're a seasoned pro or just stepping into the crypto world, understanding proof of work is crucial. If you enjoyed this deep dive, hit that like button, subscribe for more crypto quick bites, and share your thoughts below.